Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Jenny and today I have a couple of knitting updates for you. Actually two that are new. So this is Gil. I just finished knitting him this sweater. and this is how he wears it. I'm gonna take off the extra bit in the neck and his hat and show you how it works. So overall this is a pretty basic sweater, but there are a couple of weird things that I want to show you because I have a feeling these could be useful to some of you as well. The first thing is that it's actually not closed from the side. I've left these here on purpose so that you can open this up. This not only gives you more options on how he's gonna wear it, but it also helps with additionally with this thing, which is that I haven't actually attached the front and back pieces. So I'm gonna open this a bit so you can see. I've just like I've used thread to sort of knit, sort of go like this, and this part can be opened all the way to the shoulder, which means that he can put this sweater on without taking his head off, and it doesn't really show that much. It doesn't really show up when you're taking pictures or whatever. For comparison's sake, I'm going to show you the other side, which is also looks pretty similar. The other thing that's interesting with this sweater is the back. I've made sort of like a similar knit to this bit, like a stretch. I made to the back part because I figured out that it looks pretty neat, but I didn't want it to go all the way, and also it does help when putting it on him because you have that additional bit of stretch, but it also keeps it closer together when he's wearing it. The last thing that's kind of weird but I did, because I don't really do well with instructions, knitting, sewing, whatever. I just like to do whatever I want, is that this is pretty big, so it fits not only Gil, who is on the Adult Chateau Adult 4 body, but it also fits like my Impel doll 70 centimeter doll, so it kind of gives away a lot, and the shoulders could actually be a ton more wide. You have that, like this extra space, which really fits Gil, I think, because he's one to wear oversized things, but it just means that I can also have this on my other dolls, which again gives me more variety. The last thing that's weird is how I've attached these hand parts. They're actually the way I'm gonna adjust you a bit and then show you in more detail. And there, had to put the tripod a bit lower. So what I've done here is I've just done a normal knit, like a tube. Oh, Gil, don't fall. I've done like a normal tube up to his armpit, like here, and then I just continued doing like a square piece at the top. So instead of being like a round armhole, he actually has a square one. It looks kind of odd, but I really like it, how it kind of squares off the shoulders, and it works really well with the oversized look. But yeah, that's enough about Gil's sweater. Let me show you what I've done for Dhya. And here she is. Actually she has both a crochet thing and a knit thing. So the crochet thing, I'm just gonna take her hood off and I'm gonna open up this. This bit I've crocheted, it's a bit older of a piece, but I want to show it to you as well because it's a little neat detail thing to add more detail. It's really easy to make. So what I've done is basically just made a circle, or you could just make a tube, and then have these little, like a longer crochet things. I don't know what they're called in English. And then I've just had this thread around them so that when you scrunch it up, you can scrunch it up as far as you want, but it'll like give sort of this like an effect, which is really nice to add more detail. But the thing that I started to make this video for is actually this knit. It's basically similarly made to Gil's, but this one's a lot simpler. So I started from up here and I measured up how wide I needed it to be to just go around her head, and then I made this stretch knit and I continued it for this long so that she could wear it up, or she could just sort of bend it down, but it would look all nice and warm on her. After that, I'm gonna show you from here, what I did, I sort of finished off a section of 6, I think it was 6, yeah, 6 loops each side, and just continued then I started doing just a smooth knit. You could continue the same thing, it doesn't really matter. And I did this part, and then I just recreated the same 6 loops here. So she actually doesn't have circular hand armholes either, they're actually just slits. But because this is knit, they really form up to her really nicely. And then I just made straight up knit for till here, and again made a bit of a stretch here. So I really like this one, and I like how she can wear it with her shirt. I really hate this shirt, it looks really terrible underneath, and I haven't even finished up the arms, like the wrist parts here, but it looks so nice with this and with the armbands and all. I really like this knit because it makes her look less shapely in a way, less an hourglass and more like a pear shape that I wanted for her. And I also like how it looks kind of like protective, but it's still not overbearing her. Like, that's really easy to do with doll clothes, especially for the smaller sizes. The knit is pretty large, but I don't think I mind that. Like, it looks like it could be kind of like a chunky style, similar, and it looks great next to her friend Alistair. I'm gonna show them to you side by side. Here they are next to each other, so you can see that even like a chunky, really thick knit, or in this case I think this is crocheted. Yeah, this is crocheted. But I think even like a really thick knit can really work for smaller scale dolls if you kind of make that a feature and not like try to downplay it. But I think they really kind of look like they match and belong to the same world, with both of them having similar details, such as they both have the headbands. Alistair's is more fancy and he has like a golden details on it, and it's 2 colors. And Dhya's is simpler. They both have knits. They both have fabrics that are don't have like patterns on them. I still have work to do with Alistair because most of his fabrics are stretchy, and I don't really like that. But I think I'm really liking how these 2 are coming along, and my collection in general. I really feel like they are starting to come together, and being in this hobby for a long ass time, that's a really great feeling to have. But yeah, that's all the updates I had for you today. Thanks for watching and see you guys next time. Bye!